What's up, guys? Welcome to my home. It's a semi-truck, so that's why it's small and messy in the cabinet there, and that's my journaling stuff way over in the corner there. So I went to I wanted to go today. We had a break and we're in Iowa City, and there's this little bookshop called the Haunted Bookshop, I think, right in downtown Iowa City, and I really wanted to go there. So I was able to get a car and get there, but the problem was they weren't open. So it said online that they were open, and they were open for appointments only, and I didn't have an appointment. But they did have a used book sale out on the sidewalk that they were doing for charity. So I got a whole bunch of books, and today I'm going to go through the, I'd consider them children's books that I bought. So to start, and these, I believe, they're all soft cover except for two, and soft cover were 50 cents and hardcover were $1. So the first one I got was A Horse for Kate by Marilee Farrell. So this one, I didn't really know anything about it. It's in really good condition though. I mean, I didn't look through it, but I don't think there's any writing in this one. But when I was a kid, I absolutely loved books on horses. The Heartland series, the books, not the TV show. I mean, I like the TV show too, but the books were my absolute favorite. So, yeah, when I saw this, I just had to get it, especially because it like, look at that, it's pristine almost. So the second one, I figured I'll read it, and if I like it, I might give it to my niece or something for her birthday or for Christmas. But it's The Never Girls, Disney's The Never Girls on the Trail. And it's that one there. And this one is A Strange Mystery Takes Over Pixie Hollow when one of the fairies goes missing. The Never Help Girl Scout talent Micah follow the trail of clues through the Neverland forest. They have to find the truth. Have no idea what it's about, but I mean, that cover was so cute. Look at that. And for 50 cents, I couldn't pass that up. Oh, and this one, I forgot to read the little blurb for it. So it says, Kate Ferris has always dreamed of having a horse of her own, but the reality of that dream seems so far away, especially when Kate must give up riding lessons and move to her late grandfather's farm. Then at her new school, Kate meets Tori, who is totally the best. When they discover a thoroughbred horse that appears to be alone, could Kate's prayers be answered? Maybe. But first she must clear more obstacles than a show course, face a test of friendship and faith, and solve a mystery. So that don't sound too bad. And then the third one that I got is the second book in the 39 Clues. I believe it's the second one. It's called Unstoppable Breakaway. So I've read the first one, but I got it at a Goodwill, and it was really interesting, and I wanted to continue the series, but I didn't really want to pay full price for these books, only because, like, I don't have any kids of my own, so it's not like I have to pass it on to anybody. But I was really happy to find this one, so I'll be reading this soon. And it looks like, oh, it does have the stuff in there still. Yeah, so the cards for the actual Clue game are still in there. So the blurb on this one says, a nightmare come true. As a member of the most powerful family history has ever known, 13-year-old Dan Cahill has been shot at, kidnapped, and even thrown into a pit with a deadly snake. He survived it all due to luck, smarts, and his older sister Amy, who always sticks by his side. Now Dan and Amy are facing their greatest threat yet, an enemy who has found a way to use a source of the Cahill family power against them. To stop him, Dan and Amy must set out on a desperate mission that will take them from one of the world's hottest regions all the way to the frozen blast of the Arctic Circle. But with the enemy closing in, Dan finds himself facing the one terror he never imagined, being betrayed by his own sister. So that's a blurb on that one. And then the last kids book I got is a little more raggedy, but I have never read it before, and I really wanted to. And it's Dr. Dolittle and the Pirates, and it's a Cat in the Hat book. And this one has definitely seen better days. You can see the spine is all ripped up, and the back is all janky. And there's coloring on the inside. But yeah, I like Dr. Dolittle. And I'd never heard that there was a book about Dr. Dolittle and pirates, so I figured why not. And I mean, the pages on the inside are actually in pretty good condition. There's not that much, I don't think there's any crayon or anything all through there, so I mean, it looks good on the inside. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. I'll probably read it tonight before bed, to be honest. But yeah, so these are, oh no, I missed some. How could I forget these? These are one of my favorite authors. So, if you can read those, that is Orson Scott Card. So, that store had 3 of these in the 50-cent piles. The first one is, we'll do this one, Shadow of the Hegemon. And this is, I believe it's the 3rd book in the Ender Games series. And that one's got a whole blurb. The war is over, won by Ender Wiggin and his team of brilliant child warriors. The enemy is destroyed, the human race is saved. Ender himself refuses to return to the planet, but his crew has gone home to their families, scattered across the globe. The battle school is no more, but with the external threat gone, the Earth has become a battlefield once more. The children of the battle school are more than heroes. They are potential weapons that can bring power to the countries that control them. One by one, all of Ender's dragon army are kidnapped. Only Bean escapes, and he turns for help to Ender's brother Peter. Peter Wiggin, Ender's older brother, has already been manipulating the politics on Earth from behind the scenes. With Bean's help, he will eventually rule the world. So I think this is the 3rd book in the series, because it's Ender's Game, and then Ender's Shadow, and then Shadow of the Hegemon. I believe that's what it is. And I've read Ender's Game, and I'm pretty sure I have Ender's Shadow, but I haven't read it yet, and so I definitely haven't read this one yet. And then the other 2, I got them because they were Orson Scott Card books, but then I read the back of them, and now I'm really excited to actually read them. So this one is The Lost Gate, and it is a family of poor mages in exile in our world, existing in uneasy truce with other families of Westill. The North Clan lives in a rambling family complex, isolated in the hills of western Virginia. Danny North knew from early childhood that his family was different, and that he was different from them, while his cousins were learning how to create the things that commoners called fairies, ghosts, golems, trolls, werewolves, and other such miracles that were in the heritage to the North family. Danny worried that he would never show a talent. Everyone thought that he was a Drother, a child of the mages born without magic. But Danny is not a Drother. Danny is a gate mage. And when he figures that out, he knows that he'll have to run for his life. There is only one thing that all the families agree on, that no single clan can be allowed to open a gate back to their homeworld. To prevent that, they have all agreed that any child who shows signs of being a gate mage will be killed instantly. So that is The Lost Gate. And then the second one in the series is The Gate Thief. And I haven't read this, but I really hope that it is the second one in the series. It would suck if this was the 3rd one and there's one in between these 2 that I didn't get because they didn't have it. But this one, The Gate Thief, says, for Danny North, being the most powerful mage on Earth or Westill doesn't make high school any easier. His impulsive miracles only make it harder to hide from the families who want to either control him or kill him. He knows that they will use his friends against him. Danny is beginning to suspect he made a terrible mistake when he wove his great gate using the captured power of long-dead gate mages. He hopes it won't be a fatal mistake. Okay, now I have to find out. Oh no. Okay, maybe this is the second one. Let's see, Ender's Universe, Ender's Shadow, Ender, Avalon. This is not listed in his book lists. So here's the books by Orson Scott Card. You can pause it, and if you see it, just leave me a comment down below whether this is the 2nd or 3rd book in the series. I wish it would say somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, never mind. I can read, guys. The Mither Mages series is what the series is called. And the first one is The Lost Gate, which is this one. And the second one is The Gate Thief, which is this one. So that's good. I can read those hopefully pretty soon. I'm thinking maybe the next time I go home, which is October maybe. Or if I don't go home in October, then definitely over Thanksgiving break. But this are all the kids' books that we got, guys. So with that, let me know if you guys have read any of them or if you think they'd be interesting to read. I really want to do these two for sure, and the Dr. Dolittle one. So with that, guys, thank you for watching. My name's Sam, and this is Pages of Magic. So we'll see you later.